Hello, welcome everybody. Today I want to present you another component of the railway infrastructure. As we mentioned before, railway by definition is a transport system where vehicle is guided by the structure of the road. So it's the road that decides where the vehicle is going. Let's consider for a moment the traditional road transport. Imagine you're driving your own car and you want to go into another road or change the direction. For the car it's very simple. You're just turning a steering wheel and the car will go to that direction. But for the railway is a different story. As we mentioned before, railway by the definition is a transport system where vehicle is guided by the structure of the road. When we are in need to change from one track to another, we need to have a special component within the road itself that will allow for the railway vehicle to do it. And now the question, why do we need to change from one track to another? Same as you can see here, there is a railway station and we have a couple of tracks because in a railway station we want to store trains, there are passenger trains, some trains need to stop and then some trains need to bypass the trains that stopped on the track. That's why we need to split this track in a few tracks. As you can see here, we have track 1 and track 2. Imagine we have a railway going from Dar es Salaam to Kigoma, but in the middle we want to allow trains also to diverge from this track and go to Mwanza, and some trains they will go to Tabora and in Tabora they will branch to Mwanza direction. So in general, in the daily operation of trains there is a requirement for the trains to be able to go from one track to another. So how we are doing this? What is this component that allows the trains to move from one track to another? In order to do that, we have this component that you can see behind me called the railway turnout, or another name, a switch or a crossing. This structure, as you can see, is quite big and it allows the vehicle to shift in either of this track 1 or track 2. The vehicle is approaching from a single piece of track and can go either direction to the left or to the right. So let me just show you briefly how it works.